I'm Becca.
I'm Sara.
And I'm Maddie, and our presentation is on job attitude.
It's easy enough to hire for technical skills, but hiring for job attitude presents a more difficult challenge. A manager can test a prospective employee's knowledge or look into past experiences in order to gauge a candidate's skills. This method does not allow the manager to gain a better understanding of the attitude. Hiring for job attitude is as important or arguably more important than business decisions. Most companies do not recognize this reality, and they do not prioritize improvements to the recruitment processes. Mark Murphy, CEO of Leadership IQ and author of Hiring for Attitude, explains, "The typical job interview process fixates on ensuring that new hires are technically competent, but coachability, emotional intelligence, motivation, and temperament are much more predictive of a new hire's success or failure. Do technical skills really matter if the employee isn't open to improving, alienates their coworkers, lacks emotional intelligence, and has the wrong personality for the job? The fact of the matter is that you cannot build a great company without great people. Multiple reasons offer an explanation for this. First of all, a person's skill set can change, but who they are and how they approach their job does not. Alan Davidson, an industrial psychologist, points out that past behavior should be used to predict future behavior, and says that your personality is going to be essentially same throughout your life. Training programs targeting skills have proved to be very successful, while the same programs fail to improve attitudes. Furthermore, hiring people who are similar to thriving employees increases their probability of success in the company. A referral system for current employees allows companies to get people similar to them. This viewpoint is not merely theory, though. There is data to support it as well. In a study that tracked the success of new hires by consulting with their managers, the results show the top 5 reasons why new hires failed. Within the first 18 months, almost half of new hires fail, with 89% losing their job due to attitudinal issues, while only 11% are fired due to technical incompetence. Of this 89%, coachability, or a hire's ability to take and use feedback from others, was the top reason, with 26% of managers citing this as the reason for firing. Emotional intelligence, or one's understanding of his or her own emotions, followed close behind with 23%, with motivation and temperament at 17 and 15% respectively. I will now pass it on to Becca, who will discuss a company that uses this practice.
A company that uses this practice is Southwest Airlines. A quote from the CEO can be found on this slide. It reads, "We'll train you on whatever you need to do, but one thing you can't do is change inherent attitude in people." Low fares can often mean lower quality amenities. While amenities may not be as nice than other airlines, the intention was to have fun, outgoing workers to brighten the experience. To meet this goal, you need workers who embody the spirit of Southwest. According to Harvard Business Review, Southwest has developed specific goals and attributes for the company that they incorporate in their hiring process. First, the company has goals in which they use to find candidates. The first is a warrior spirit. A warrior spirit is a desire to excel, act with courage, persevere, and innovate. A servant heart is second. This is someone who puts others first, treats everyone with respect, and proactively serves customers. Lastly is a fun-loving attitude. This can be found in passion, joy, and the ability to not take oneself too seriously. Understanding the goal of the airline, the company has created these 3 attributes that they look for in all of their applicants. Understanding the goals and where the company wants to go, they have created an interviewing process specifically based to find these types of people. They have built an interviewing methodology. First, they have group interviews. While in the group interview, they really want to find, does the person live the way that we want them to? Do they live and embody the spirit of the company? Within the interview, they ask several different questions. An example of 2 different popular questions would be, "One time, my personality helped me," and "my personal motto is." It is often found that candidates who get the most laughs and come up with creative and fun-loving answers move on to the second round. The second round is one-on-one interviews with behavioral questions to really find the spirit and the personality of the candidate. Lastly, skills and goals go hand in hand. Obviously, the company is not going to hire a pilot that doesn't know how to fly a plane. However, when they have 2 equally qualified candidates who can fly planes just as well, they're going to pick the candidate who embodies the spirit of Southwest. The company prides themselves, however. If they have qualified candidates who do not embody the spirit of Southwest, they will not hire either. On this slide, you can find Southwest's mission statement to its employees. I have bolded and put in green words that really stood out. The mission statement reads, "We are committed to provide our employees a stable work environment with equal opportunity for learning and personal growth. Creativity and innovation are encouraged for improving the effectiveness of Southwest Airlines. Above all, employees will be provided the same concern, respect, and caring attitude within the organization that they are expected to share externally with every Southwest customer." The words that I've chosen to bold in green show that the company is committed to providing a positive work environment for their employees. Additionally, it is extremely important for the company to treat their employees the way that they want their employees to treat the customers. They're treated internally how they would like their customers to be treated externally. Herb Keller, founder of Southwest, has been quoted to say, "We're in the customer service business. We just happen to provide airline transportation." Southwest, not only an airline with hardworking, fun employees, but they also work to nurture these attitudes. Southwest employees are what differentiates its customer service from other airlines. Southwest has long been regarded as a benchmark in the industry for operational excellence. They're devoted to customer service, and this all starts with hiring people with a positive job attitude. They're not as much focused on hiring job skill because they believe they can train this, but however, you cannot train for job attitude, and it is a foundational point of their customer service mission.
So why is hiring for job attitude a problem? Hiring for attitude may seem like the best tactic for most businesses. However, when does it become a problem? First off, hiring for attitude requires mentors and coaches to teach candidates the necessary skill sets for a certain position. However, what if the employee has no motivation and desire to further their knowledge? On the surface, an individual may seem motivated, passionate, and suited for a position. However, they may lack the desire to acquire new skill sets to truly succeed within the job. This makes the candidate a terrible long-term employee because they are not suited for an upper-level position and are not looking to progress the company as a whole. Candidates that lack the motivation to learn new skills are not meant for companies that wish to nurture talent and coach employees to success. The issue when hiring based on skill is that companies may sacrifice a skilled employee for one with a good attitude. This is why when hiring based on attitude, it is crucial for candidates to want to learn new skills and be guided by upper-level mentors or coaches. Management consultant McKinsey & Company says that they are facing a critical shortage of appropriately skilled entry-level workers. But what if the shortage of skilled entry-level workers is due to employees having no real interest in the particular job or business to begin with? Today, so many workers apply for positions based on pressure, family legacies, and friends applying for similar roles. If the candidate is not motivated in the first place to obtain the position, they will not want to learn the essential skills for the tasks. These skills are obtained from scratch and can be expensive and time-consuming to obtain. Learning new lessons is a long process and needs the patience and desire to be achieved. Along with this, candidates that have little previous knowledge within the position are less likely to carry the motivation to learn the ins and outs of the business, especially if they lack the desire to have the job in the first place. If the candidate is only there due to pressure or unable to find other relevant work, then they may only be using their current role as a stepping stone until they find another position that they prefer. This causes the employee to lack the motivation to improve their knowledge that no amount of teaching or coaching could help nurture talent within these types of employees. These are characteristics that are hard to judge within an interview, but greatly affect the entire company. These are not good long-term prospects for the company and will not help the company further their success within the industry. Another reason why hiring for job attitude is a problem is because how do you test for attitude in the first place? Companies say that they prefer to test for attitude opposed to skill. However, how do you test for attitude? Technical skills are a lot easier to assess than attitude within an interview. Managers can compare candidates' past work experience, academics, and qualifications of job applicants instead of attitudes and personality traits. Because job attitudes can be hard to evaluate, it unfortunately fails to be noticed within an interview. It is hard, as a manager, to assess whether the applicant will be motivated to learn new skills, think innovatively, and collaborate with the team, understand failure and success, and so on. Coaches are often used within companies that employ based on attitude to help guide the new hires, so it is important that every individual is capable of working with others and can handle critical feedback. With that being said, it is hard to successfully understand these qualities within every individual during the interview process. What an applicant appears on the surface may be different than their true attitude, qualities, and character.
So why do you, as an interviewer or interviewee, care about this? As an interviewer, it is important to consider job attitude when speaking with an applicant. By disregarding this aspect, you can very easily hire someone who doesn't fit with the organization's values and processes. As an interviewee, it is important to be aware of how you present yourself. The person interviewing you cares about your skills, but you also want to be highlighting the positive aspects of your personality and how it fits with the organization as a whole. This slide here provides our works cited and all of the references we used in this presentation. Thank you.